Hello and welcome back to the YouTube tutorials I make and need that no one else makes. I'm sharing them with builders who believe in doing more with less. Today, we're diving into one of Joomla's most powerful yet underutilized features, category blog options. I'll be honest, this isn't the most intuitive part of Joomla. You won't find comprehensive YouTube tutorials covering all the nuances, and the documentation assumes you already know things you probably don't. Here is a preview of what we want to achieve. We're building the foundation for everything from basic blogs to sophisticated magazine-style layouts. It may not look like much at first glance, but depending on how many articles you have in a category, this can go very deep. Throw in some images and formatting, and you can go a very long way with your valuable content. While this might be overkill for a simple 3-page site, if you want more, the sky is the limit. Joomla's category blog grid layout isn't exactly intuitive, but it is a sophisticated system that lets you control exactly how your articles display. You can decide on column count, content flow, and visual prominence. This system operates through menu item settings and lets you create everything from simple single column layouts to complex multi-column magazine presentations. This grid system treats your articles like pieces on a chessboard. Each has a designated position and role in the overall layout. Joomla organizes these into different article types: prominent leading articles that command attention at the top, and supporting intro articles that form your main content grid below. We're looking at a spanking fresh Joomla install here. However, I'm going to just check things all the same. I'm going to navigate to Global Settings, go to Components, Articles, click on the Blog Featured Layouts tab, and double check the baseline values. Leading articles 1, intro articles 4, columns 1. This is our starting point, and links 4. We're going to leave the links as they are for the moment. Now, this is all pretty good to go. If you needed to, you could change things, you could save and close. In our case, close will do just fine. We need a category. So we're going to navigate to categories, and we're going to do this by going to Content and looking for the categories section. Not much going on in here as of now, but we're going to change that. We're going to click New to set up a new category. Now we need to configure the category. We give it a title, and we're going to call this Layout Testing. The alias will be auto-generated, and we're going to give it a description. So let's call this Category for Testing Blog Layouts. We check the status, should be set to published automatically. Access public. We save the category by clicking Save and Close. It's time to create 8 test articles using chess piece names to make layout positioning crystal clear. Now we will be deliberately skipping a critical step here to demonstrate why it matters later in this tutorial. At this point in time, I will not be adding any read more breaks. So we're going to create our first article. We navigate to Content, Articles, and click New for the first article. Now I'll be doing some copying and pasting from a second screen here. No magic, just efficient workflow or laziness depending on your perspective. Let me walk you through the complete process for our first article. We're going to create the King article. We enter the title, King article, and we have a subtitle, if you will, the Royal Leader. Now, we're going to add 2 to 3 paragraphs about the king here to our article. We're going to make sure that the category is set to layout testing and that the status is published. Now, important, we're not adding the read more break here yet. We see it up here in the top left of our article editor, but we're not adding it as of now. Now, I'm not going to waste your time and have you sit through me creating 7 more articles step by step. Let's speed things up here. And through the magic of post-production, here we are creating the last of our 8 articles in real time. Again, the category is going to be layout testing and status is published. Remember, still no read more break. I think the pattern is clear here. Each article follows the same structure, same category, same publishing status, and importantly, the same missing element we'll address shortly. We could, of course, add images and much more content, but this foundation will clearly demonstrate the layout concepts we're about to explore. Are you finding these tutorials useful? If so, please consider liking and subscribing. Now, at this point, we actually haven't seen much happen in the front end, and we're going to remedy that now, and we're going to create a new menu item. We're going to go to Menus, Main Menu, and click New to add a new menu item. We're going to select a menu item type, and we're going to go to Articles, and we're going to select Category Blog. Now, having selected Category Blog, we now have the option to choose a category. And we're going to select our layout testing category. We're going to set the menu title to layout testing, access to public, status published. We save the menu item by clicking Save and Close. Before we test our layout, let's remove some clutter that will interfere with our demonstrations. We're going to start off by moving that menu to a more appropriate position, a better position, if you will. We're going to go to Content, Site Modules, and we find the Main Menu module. We click to edit it, and we're going to change the position from sidebar right to menu. So we select menu from the drop-down menu here. Save and close. Let's also disable the login module. So still in Content, Site Modules, we find the login form module, and we click to edit it. We change its status to unpublished. We save and close. This gives us a cleaner testing environment without sidebar distractions. Now, I am aware that this looks actually horrible at this point. However, we will of course be upping our game in the next couple of chapters. If you watch the intro, you'll have a rough idea of where this is going. For some reason, I've discovered that a lot of people are skipping the intros. I guess they're not so interesting. So either, if you want to know what this looks like, go back to the intro, or hang in there. It will get better, I promise you. We're going to navigate to our layout testing menu item in the front end to see what we're working with. There is so much that looks obviously wrong at this point, it's hard to know where to start. Now, yes, I am aware of the family of baby elephants strutting their stuff in the room, all those details cluttering up the display, and will return to tackle this visual pollution soon. In all fairness, there is a lot to be said for being able to see what options are available before turning them off. Apologies about the summer cold. But first, let's tackle one by one the larger elephants in the room, which, ironically, you could be forgiven for missing at first glance. Eyeballing our back-end list of articles and comparing it to the front-end list, we notice something interesting. They're sorted completely differently. Now, taking the ID number from the back-end as our baseline, we start with the king and end with the third pawn. But on the front end, we observe that things are the exact opposite. We can confirm this by using the page navigation at the bottom of the page. But the sorting confusion doesn't stop there. At the bottom of the first page, we have 3 links to articles on the second page. This relates to it, wait for it, the 4 links we set up in our blog featured layouts tab in the global configuration section. Surprise, surprise, they tie in seamlessly with our current reversed article order. This is where Joomla's flexibility becomes apparent. We navigate once again to our menu layout testing and examine the blog layout tab, which relates specifically to this category layout menu only, independently on a menu by menu basis. This is insanely cool. Are you finding this content useful? If so, please like and subscribe and help support this channel. Now it's time to try to tidy up this mess, or at least to start tidying up the mess. We're going to navigate to Menu, Layout Testing. We're going to click on the Blog Layout tab, which is menu specific. This is important. We're going to change the article order. So we're going to hunt down the article order setting at the bottom left, which is currently set to Use Global Most Recent First. This default setting would be great for a standard blog setup, but we're trying to present articles in order of importance and created them with this in mind. This is reflected by our article ID numbers. So we're going to change this to article reverse order. Click Save, and we're going to refresh the front end to observe the changes. Doesn't exactly look terribly different at first glance. Notice that we're now literally on the same page. And also that the links at the bottom now reflect the articles on the next page, which we have obviously changed because we reversed the order. Now it's too early to scream bingo, but we are moving forward. Now that we fixed the main sorting issue, let's address an outdated element. Honestly, I don't think many modern websites use these formatting links anymore. These are technically called intro text links or leading article links, and they show the titles of articles that appear on subsequent pages. Now, as a matter of interest, the reason we are only seeing 3 links, having set the links to 4, is that on page 2, we only have 3 articles. If we had a 4th article, we would see 4 links here. So we're going to navigate to System, Global Settings, Articles, and we go to the Blog Featured Layouts tab. And it's pretty straightforward. We set our links to 0. We save and refresh the front end, and the links are gone now at the bottom of the first page above the page navigation. These changes demonstrate the power of Joomla's configuration system. We're making adjustments that can potentially apply across thousands of articles, saving enormous amounts of time in the long run. You might be asking yourself at this point, why doesn't he just show us how to do all of this right the first time, all of the time? The short answer is that there is no right way. Joomla's defaults rarely match your specific needs. Every project requires this kind of detective work and fine-tuning. Think of it like the classic Volvo approach, and this is me showing my age here. boxy but good. And whilst the interface isn't intuitive, these global and menu-specific controls give us incredible power once we understand the system. After an insane amount of trial and error, these days I'm coming around to the idea of don't just read the documentation, be more sublime than that, put everything in context. At this point in time, I'm digging myself into a hole whilst coming down with a nasty summer cold, so apologies. I'm going to do the sensible thing and break here. Sorry about the abruptness, but have no fear, I will return to clean this mess up with a sequel, and being the huge Astroid fan that I am, I will probably go the extra mile and look at some of the extended functionality that the Astroid framework brings to the area of the not so humble category blog menu item.